Could you just tell me what Gopher Jen's day's like here? Or?
He goes out in the paddock at morning about 6:30. Night watchman feeds about 4:30. He goes out at 6:30. He'll stay out until about 11:30, and then he comes in. He gets groomed. His feet get picked out, and he gets fed again in the evening at 4 o'clock.
When's the last time somebody's been on his back?
If he's got a mare being bred to him, he'll go across there into the breeding shed. The mare will come in the other door. He'll go in there and do his breedings, either at 8:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the afternoon. He's not been, his exercise is free roam in the paddock. In the old days, a lot of people used to gallop stallions. Sagamore was fanatical about it. Native Dancer galloped every day. But today, you see most of them are just turning out.
I heard, who owned Kelso? Hilaire DuPont, right?
Yeah, Mrs. DuPont.
Did Mrs. DuPont ride Kelso on her own while he was still racing?
No. When she retired,
When he retired,
she pleasure rode him around the farm. She may have ridden him when he was back there for time off, but he was a gelding, you know. A great gelding, one of the greatest. And Carl Hanford trained him, and Mrs. DuPont has bred mares here. She's deceased now, of course, but she had a share in Deputed, and a great lady, great ambassador for the sport, much like Mrs. Chenery, and we miss her.
And I got to meet her several times toward the end of her life when she was still winning, and I think the first time I met her, she had that Philly Kitty Night win up at Laurel, and they brought her into the winner's circle, and I got to talk to her. It was a real treat.
Does Chris McCarron or
Nick
Zito ever come to visit?
No, Nick had a couple seasons. He sold his seasons. Might have bred a mare the first year he was here, Nick did. No, McCarron has not been here. He's running that jockey school out there in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's great.
Chris McCarron. He came here to ride a horse for me when he was really hot in California. He didn't come to ride a horse for me. He came to ride a little filly I had called Phoebe's Donkey. She was a good stakes winner. And
Phoebe's Donkey.
Yeah. And I said to him, he was riding in the big stake that day. I think it was the Laurel Futurity. And she was heavy favorite, 2-5 in a backup race. And I said to him, now Chris, you ride this filly any way you want. She does nothing wrong. But she is really tough going to the gate. You stay with that pony, the pony boy knows her. Okay, Bill, he said. They went out of the paddock. He went about 20 yards. And he told the pony girl, cut her loose, I'll warm her up. She ran off all the way around the racetrack and had to be scratched.
Oh, my God. And he couldn't pull her in.
He's in from California. I wish I'd never put him on the horse. He did apologize. I must, in his defense, he came back and apologized. But the only instruction he had was don't leave the pony. And that's what he should.